Okay, here we go. Nice. Nice. Let's check out those pictures on these. That's funny. Well, UK, Roycott 76, Striv, SAV, those are apparently it. That seems to be it. Alright then. What do we got for the air? We got a little bit for the air. Okay. A little bit for the air. And I got access to the Swedish Air Force's CBT. Hooray! Okay, well, obviously the big thing here is going to be Sweden, so we'll take a real fast look at Sweden, then we'll go back and do the traditional. There you go. There's Sweden, and there's your Swedish Army. So, yeah. Alright, so, as per usual, start with left to right. I don't have a whole lot of time today to do this, so probably going to be about a half an hour at most for the stream, and then we're going to be out of here. Alright. Nothing new for the US. Oh, the M60A3 TTS. There we go. Okay, good. I've got something to go for the USA. Alright. Hooray! We get the M60A3. That's actually kind of nice. And there was supposed to be a new Merkava, but I don't see it here. I heard there was a new Merkava. Maybe it's not under America. Maybe I'm not seeing it, but maybe it's here and I'm not seeing it, but I don't think so. Alright. Helicopters for the USA. Well, nothing yet. Air for the USA. There, there. Nothing yet. Nothing new for the USA Air, looks like. Don't believe I missed anything. And for the fleet, for those of you out there who care about naval battles, also nothing new? Seems like also nothing new for the USA for ships. Okie doke. Oh yeah, there it is. Boy, those yellow lines are harder to see. Yep, the Porter, okay. Those yellow lines are a little more difficult to pick up right underneath the ×5 for everything. Okay. Alright, so, Army. Let's see what we got here for Germany. We got an M41. Huh. They get an M41, that's cool. Not that I particularly am interested in playing another M41, but hey, it's something different, I guess. To go at 6.7 to play with all their World War II 6.7s, they're going to get a post-war M41. Alright. And then for helicopters, nothing else new yet. Maybe the next dev server. For air, we got us. Nothing? I guess nothing for Germany, for air. Huh. And the German fleet? The Graf Spee. There we go. I do like sailing my Graf Spee and World of Warships. And Prinz Eugen. Prinz Eugen and Graf Spee. Okay. There you go. Seems to be all of it for them. Huh, interesting. Oh, those are Russians. Let's see what they got here. Doesn't look like a whole lot going on in the tank tree. I know the BMP-3 is supposed to have thermals now. But I actually don't see... Yep, there they are. So the BMP-3 gets thermals in Tier 2. I knew that was a thing. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Alright, no new premiums. Helicopters for the Soviets. Doesn't look like anything new, but I think this is supposed to have automatic flare launchers, maybe. I don't know if they're enabled or not yet, but you're supposed to have automatic flare launchers for that thing. Whoops, hang on. Back to research. And for Soviet aviation, let's see what we got here. Anything in anyone? New MiG-20... Nope, not a new MiG-21 yet either. Okay. Still the same. Still the same air tree for the Soviets. I don't see anything with yellow. That little tiny yellow bar next to the big green ×5 is not jumping out at me. I don't see anything. Don't see anything yet. Okay, Soviet ships. Nothing? I don't see anything. No new Soviet ships at all, huh? Unless it's something low tier. I don't see anything new for the Soviets. I don't think they have any boats. Alright then. Britain. For the old army. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. Okay, looks like just the Roy cut. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh, 7662 APFSDS. It's got the same ammo as the automatic. Now that's funny. That's actually quite humorous. And it's stock ammo with the APFSDS, so that's interesting. We'll come back to that. That's a definite test drive for today. Helicopters for Britain, nothing new. Aviation for Britain. Did I see something for here? I don't remember if I did or not. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like any new air for Britain. British fleet. Okay, we got that Hunt and the other Hunt. L-71 and L-79. I don't know if these are the same ship. No, they're not. Okay, they're not the same ship. Alright, so it's the HMS Kelp and the HMS Brissenden. Alright. Oh, and then the battle. Australian battle class, the HMAS Tobruk. And the K-class. Okay, so this whole little, I didn't even notice this. They got 4 new ships for Britain, so if you like ships, if you like naval and you play Britain, you actually got something this patch. We'll look at the modifications for all of them real quick. And I mean real quick when I say real quick. I'm looking at those. Alright. Japan. Tanks. I believe there was a Type 90 that I saw from their live. Sir, yep, Type 90B. That's interesting. Is it any different, though? Oh, my God. Why? Why? Why is it Tier 4? Good Lord. Oh, God. Again, a Tier 4 grind to APFSDS. Ugh. No new helicopters. Do they have any airplanes? Boy, the Japanese air tree got awfully big since it came out. Look at that. That's crazy. Doesn't look like anything new to me, though, for Japan. No new Japanese air that I can see. Japanese fleet. We got the Suzuya, the Sendai. Those have both have dev server entries, I do believe. Check the mods for those real quick. Big guns on the Suzuya. Alright. Italy. We got... What do we got new for Italy? My gut tells me nothing, and my eyes tell me the same. Alright. Not a real surprise there. No helicopters again. Aviation, anything new? Don't think so. Nothing new for Italy Air either. Okay. France. France should be a new armored car. There it is. Take a look at the arm for that. 90 mil gun. You can get up to smoke as a modification. Let's see, what's the speed look like? 56 miles per hour is pretty good. Okay. Seems to be everything there. French helicopters, nothing new. French aviation, probably also nothing new. Wait, nope, never mind, hang on. Should be... Oh. There should be the A-10 Dart there, but it's not there yet. Alright. There should be a new airplane for the French. It just isn't there yet. Unless it's going to be premium, but no, I don't see it yet. Okay. No A-10 Darts yet. And then Sweden. Hinga dinga durgan. I like how the aviation's on that side and the army's on this side because the army's not really available yet. So you got the SAV 20.12.48 and then the STRV 103.0, which should be a prototype of the STRV, I think. So pretty neat, pretty neat. And for aviation, we've got a whole bunch of new airplanes here. I'm just going to slowly scroll through them because there's too many to really go into, and I don't know enough about them to really compare what's what with them. A few different versions of the J-29. It's kind of nice. The JA-29, which would presumably be an attacker version, but maybe I'm wrong. Then the J-32. It looks kind of fun. How much ammo does it get? .360 and 4 cannons. That's not very much. That is not very much at all. That's 90 rounds per gun. That's not a lot. Alright. Well, there you go. So the one thing I want to do first, I want to do a real quick test drive. I guess I must have set it for night. Oh well. Alright, so test drive for the Ruikat. Alright. That worked. One thing I didn't do was fix, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the last patch that they did on the live server, they changed your sensitivity, your mouse sensitivity when you're in the zoomed in screen. They changed it to 100%, which obviously is way sensitive, as you can see here. So third person, this is how fast it moves. No problem. You can basically see your targets and stuff. First person in the zoom in, this is how fast it moves. Way too fast, way too sensitive. If you're trying to get like zoomed in on somebody, next to impossible. But if you go to your controls and then common and then view controls and you look right here, sensitivity and zoom, knock it down to about 30% and you should be good. And now when you're zoomed in, you can actually control your gun sight much better. So, a lot easier. So... Look at that ammo cooking off. Well, that's not actually what ammo cooking off usually looks like, but... We'll come back and do a daylight version of this. Let's see how this gun is stable. Yeah, pretty stable. Pretty stable on the move. Let's see what kind of speed we can get built up. The turret looks kind of cool. Let's see how much speed boost we get from shooting backwards. Not very much. I do like the unburned powder coming out of the end of the barrel, though, when you shoot. That's pretty sweet. It's a nice little touch. The explosions are something. Wow. The sparks are pretty cool. I gotta admit, I'm pretty pleased about those sparks. Most of the time when I get sparks from War Thunder, I'm not that happy, but, man! That is some vicious APF SDS. I know it's the same as the automatic, but jeepers. That's doing some work. Alright, and smoke dischargers, it fires all 8 at once, so... That's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Okay, well... There we go for, the Roycott. I think that's probably good. Okay. First things first. Okay, I'm just moving my mouse. Interesting. Seems to work. It's interesting. Yeah, looks like I have to set a button for it. Oh yeah, we gotta watch it poop out its empty shell. There we go, watch the back. Alright, better set a control, I guess. It's gonna be tank control. Probably, well, hull aiming mode, there we are. Alright, that's fine. It doesn't have artillery, so who cares? Alright, so... Alright, I hit 5 for hull aiming mode, and it... Oh, there it is. Okay. So is hull aiming mode off now? And now on, because now I can turn with the mouse? Is hull aiming mode on? Oh yeah, I guess it is. There's the... Okay, yeah, it's on right now, I see. Since it doesn't give you... you can't tell which indicator is which at the bottom, but yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, it's a little weird. It seems to be fairly precise on it, so I guess that's good. Let's go a little higher. Let's try a little bit higher. That got through. Let's see if we can get through a little lower. That's a little too low, actually. It's a little jumpy. Well, we got him on fire. That ought to do it. Alright, let's see what kind of speed this ridiculous thing has. It is very tiny. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, so you got to remember if you've got hull aim on not to move your mouse or you're going to steer somewhere. It's kind of funny. So what are those two things on the back there? It looks like... I don't know. There's two things there right behind that rearmost hatch, but this thing doesn't move very fast. And no stabilization, which is fine. Whew. It's not too bad. But there's a little bit of jerkiness with the hull aiming for sure. It's going to be interesting. You're going to be able to hide this thing pretty well behind cover. Assuming that you can find cover that you can also still see over the top with the gun. So we pull up, stop, 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 eventually stop. I'm going to have to learn the Swedish word for God damn it, stop! That worked. Now can we see that T-60? We can't see the T-64 back there. So there's the T-10. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay, we can see it. Too short. Okay, yeah, we'll try it with a hull aim on to just drive. Makes sense. Let's try hull aim off and see what kind of speed we can get. See if it's any faster. The little sparks are funny. Yeah, turning off hull aiming doesn't seem to be affecting the speed whatsoever. That's the exact same speed with hull aim on or hull aim off, so I don't think that makes any difference. The acceleration is a little better, but it still gets up to the same top speed. Just slower. Ah! Hello, him the driver. And shooting on the move, survey says. Probably not a great idea, but it might save you in a pinch. Oh my god. Them sparks, though. It's actually kind of funny. And APF SDS on the front of a T-64A. Survey says... maybe just below the gun. Okay, what are you doing, gun? I'm not touching anything. I was not touching that. That was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth by itself there. Like, I'm not touching it right now. It's doing that all on its own. That is such a weird sequence of motion it goes through there. Again, I'm just moving the mouse right there. I don't know why it's doing that. That is janky AF, kids. Janky AF. The sparks are pretty cool, yeah. Not gonna lie. The sparks are pretty sweet, but the hull aim is pretty weird. I'm not entirely a fan yet. Let's see what the X-ray looks like. Okay, what's my X-ray button on the dev server? Who knows? Because it's not the same as my live server controls, of course. Stop. Boom! Alright, gotta figure out what my X-ray view is. Oh, okay. I have it on Alt. Got it. There we go. Stop, you stupid thing! Cease your turning at once! Alright, so we got 3 dudes. Look at the loader and the driver. It's hilarious. Oh, and the 2 machine guns there. Huh. I didn't see the 2 machine guns. Do they work? They do! They're hilarious. Does this thing have any kind of... It does. The suspension controls! I'm gonna shoot down airplanes with the suspension controls like this. Oh my god! Oh god! Oh my god! That's so amazing. That is so amazing. Oh my god. That's great. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? This is something we're gonna have to try. So we find some kind of an obstacle that nobody can get up. And we back the STRV up to it. So we'll just use this birch tree as an example. An obstacle that nobody can get over, and we break it, of course. And then we do this, and everybody goes driving up this thing like a ramp and launches over it. Whee! If that actually worked, I would die laughing. Okay. I'll aim back on. Come here, you! Alright, I think that's probably enough fooling around with the STRV. It's pretty interesting. Long range shot. Waiting for the hull aim to settle on target is something. That's an experience all unto itself. See, it's not going nuts here with the bouncing around reload this time. Oh, look at the sparks coming out of both hatches. Yikes. Woo, that's kind of a gruesome realism there, isn't it? Oh, they're still alive. Well, let's see if we can't finish these guys off. Hash away! Got him! Yes, we probably would have to drive an R3 T20 off the top of an STRV with the hull all the way down forward. That's definitely something we need to try. Alright, but that's enough for the test drive for the STRV, I think. So, the just post-war self-propelled gun / tank destroyer for Sweden, the SAV 20.12.48. I don't exactly know what the what do you call it? What the designation breaks out to be. Oh, you poor bastard. We're going to hit you with HE in a second. So it's a 120 millimeter. Oh my god, look at the targets we get. It's a 120 millimeter gun, I do believe. Undamaged on him, okay. Look at the reload, though. Look at the reload. Holy crap, look at the reload. Wow! Wow, the reload. And while it's reloading, we'll take a look at the interior layout. So are those sub-caliber rounds? And that's what I'm seeing as those little tiny rounds? Or is there a secondary gun somewhere that I'm missing? Alright, let's load HE and see what happens if we get an HE shot. Let's make sure we've got HE first. That seemed like it was HE, that second round. Hello! Comrade Fyodor. We're not going to hit you, though. We're going to hit these lazy soldiers here and teach them the meaning of good communist toil. Oh, jeez! Oh, those poor bastards. Rip in chat. F in chat for those poor comrades. Alright, I'm gonna restart this, restart this one real quick, and then just take a look at what the, look at the ammo moving behind the loader there. Look at the phantom floating sub-caliber rounds there. I'm gonna restart this quick so we can get an X-ray view before I fire any rounds off. Oh, that's good stuff. Alright, so yeah, see, big magazine with HE rounds and then a smaller magazine with the little ones. So let's switch over to HE, and so not a lot of variable on the zoom. And that's fine. Definitely HE being fired there. Alright. Let's go back to the hangar and actually look at the rounds. So, the ammo says... See, this is caliber 120. And that's caliber 120, but it doesn't say whether or not it's... What's the point of those smaller rounds, though? 23.5 kilogram projectile mass, 23.5 kilogram projectile mass on the high explosive. Why are there smaller rounds and bigger rounds? I don't get why the X-ray is... I mean, there's definitely a standard HE round, and then there's an AP round, APC-BC, but why do they both show the same projectile mass away? There's probably, they have the exact same stats, except, like, everything from the first 5 lines on the stats are the same. The fuse delay is, the explosive mass is different, but everything else is the same, so I wonder if that's correct. Because it doesn't seem like this can possibly be... Alright, tell you what. Let's do another test drive. And it doesn't say how much ammo there is here. Alright, so we'll check the ammo real quick. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the ammo, it's half and half. It's 31 rounds each. It's just different. Okay. Visual glitch or something. Whatever. Let's see what kind of speed we get with this thing. It looks like the front of an armored car or a half-track from the back. It's kind of funny. Well, the speed is pretty good. Let's see how we do from a better angle on these tanks here with this APC-BC round. Just get up alongside this T-34 and see if we can get a penetrating shot from fairly close range. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. How about the T-44 at the front of his turret? A little too high. Too low, rather. Alright. Big, massive sparks from the hits. That's actually kind of cool. The sparks from the hits is, from the non-pen hits is pretty neat. The only thing I wish you could tell... Well, I guess the loaders are reloading as you drive, so... I say it'd be nice to know how many rounds you have left, but if the loaders are constantly reloading the little ready magazine there, then that's okay too. Can we get through a T-44's side? Yes, we can. Alright. Can we get through Giant Comrade KV-2? My guess would also be yes, especially through the side armor on the turret, but we're going to go for the side of the hull first. See if we can get through that. I'm sure we can get through the side of the turret where all the ammo is stored, so we're not gonna try that for the first shot. We'll try it for this one. Yep! Not much problem there. The cool thing is you'll be able to walk your shots in. You find an enemy that you aren't exactly sure of the range, you can walk your shots in and get a bunch of shots in pretty quickly on somebody to dial the range in. That's kind of a cool aspect of the thing. Especially with all the HE shots, if you're trying to get like a pesky SPA or something with very thin armor, like a pack wagon or something, you follow up a bunch of shots on them real quick with the HE rounds, you're probably going to do some good damage. Well, you can get through the lower side of a T-10M. I'm fairly close, I know, but I didn't have to drive right up to him and touch him to be able to get through the side, so that's something. Interesting vehicle. course, it's a premium. T-34, eh? Wait for the reload. Alright, it's got 3 smoke. Let's see what the smoke looks like. Oh, okay. It's all 3 smokes right there, and it fires all 3 of them. That's unfortunate, since they all fire forward. I guess they must be slightly offset, so they give you a coverage across the front, but it's too bad it's just the 3. Alright, well, there you have it. The Storm Artillery Wagon. The SAV. The SAV. Alright. Alright. We got 2 Sidewinders and a bunch of rockets. Our fuel tank. We'll go with 20 minutes start at the airfield. Let's go. Let's do it! Looks like we got a couple real players here. At least one. It's a fat little airplane. Frontally, it looks like they took part of an F-80. It's kind of funny. It doesn't really look like anything similar from the back. It's almost got a fat fuselage like a 262. Okay, there's the air brakes. The air brakes are interesting. See what kind of speed we have with a fully aced and everything crew. Any more real players? Nope. Any real players in their team? I don't think so. Okay. Well, so be it. Alright. Good, I at least have a missile seeker button set, so that's good. Alright, let's take a little look at this thing. Fuel all along the wings, and more fuel and behind the pilots, maybe? I think those are fuel tanks behind them. There's the guns up in the front. 2 pilots. Alright. Climb seems alright. It's subsonic, so it's not gonna... It's not a rocket plane. The back part of the fuselage, the little strakes they have there, those fairings, like, right along the upper part of the fuselage are very interesting. I can't tell if they're supposed to guide the air to go below the vertical stabilizers, or the horizontal stabs, I mean, or what. Interesting. The shot cones look alright now. They may have fixed those slightly. Alright, roll rate's not quite great. Let's see about the pitch. Pitch is okay, but also not great. Alright. There's no T90 on the dev server that I saw, no. Alright, we'll start our run-in on this guy. See if we can get a missile launch on him. I didn't think that was going to work. It was worth a try. You want to come head-on with me there, TU2? Okay. Now you're not going head-on either. I thought he was coming head-on with me. I was like, alright. Whoa! Easy, fellas. Alright, let's see what these rockets look like. There's a new Type 90, though. That's close to a T90. It has T and 90 in its name. So level flight here, mostly level flight, seem to be capped out at about 380. Okay, there we go. We must have been in a slight climb. Let's see how the cockpit looks. Maybe not quite finished yet. Maybe not quite finished. Alright. You're not going to take a base out with these things, so... Possibly best for anti-tank and air battles. Or ground battles, I mean. I'm not used to people not pulling up or making a maneuver. That was funny. Man, the Russians have had their time. It's not like the Russians have never had a good time in this game. I don't feel that bad for them. I gotta admit, I really don't. It's annoying when you play the Russians. I play all the teams, so I don't feel as badly when one team is stomping as when, say, somebody who only plays one nation and their nation is having trouble. My God, how long does it take to get a lock? He's got jet exhaust. Lock up something. Come on. You can't tell me this missile can't see anything hot to lock onto from an IL-10. Oh my God. It's too bad there were no jets to actually fight against. But you can at least get an idea. I mean, they're basically look like they're pretty much AIM-9Bs. They could actually legit be AIM-9Bs, but there you go. Small taste. Small taste of the currently shown top-tier Swedish aircraft. With what are supposed to be more versions of it to come, so... Anyway. And there you have it. That's all I'm going to be able to do for the dev server today, unfortunately. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a stream and a little bit of a couple of test flights and test drives. And have a good rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Good luck in the dev server. Good luck in patch 1.95 for all of you. And if there's another dev server and I don't have to go to work, I will stream that one as well. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for watching.